Welcome aboard, everyone. Hope you're well, wherever you are around the world. We are going to look at the XXX crypto today, XLM XRP XDC. We're going to start off with Stellar. Before we do, please do make sure that if you have not done so already, that you like this video if you find it informative. Subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and press the notification bell to ensure you do not miss any of the notifications of our awesome videos coming your way. I think I did that quicker than the last time. We're getting there. I might have to slow the animation down because that is a bit of a mouthful. But here we go. Good start to Monday, everyone. Obviously, different places, different world. It might not be Monday yet, but here we are on Monday in the UK, and we are seeing positivity left, right, and centre on these crypto assets right now. So let's go into the chart straight away. We drew this purple area previously, if you remember, as a critical area that we need to try and get into in the next week or so, and we have done that. So there's a few elements I want to pull out here. Particularly for Stellar XLM. So I do believe, obviously, we're seeing higher highs across the structure of the chart, and if we look historically since sort of around mid-July time, we have seen a nice step ladder approach, some MoneyGram announcements which are pushing this area here. We've taken some profits along the way, of course, but we are starting to edge a bit higher now. So what does this mean? Well, it does mean that we need to look at some new resistance and support levels. So I do believe, obviously we've gone over the 40 cent mark, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, to get us to stay there, we need to try and ensure that we stay around that sort of 35, 36 cent area of support, which is around here, which is why it's marked here on the fib retracement, this kind of like light blue area here, but also our purple area around here. So if we can keep within this, I believe that we can really structurally and strongly get 40 cent ticked off as well in the coming week or so, and get pushed up. So albeit that we've gone over 40 cents, that does not mean that we've got 40 cents as a support level. So let's keep an eye on that. The next level of support we would be looking for is around the 0.43 mark. I do anticipate some potential resistance, which is why I put this purple area in here. We may get some bounce back ability effect on that side of things, but hopefully the momentum is continuing. We've seen Bitcoin and Ethereum doing very well as well. As that kind of approaches the 52k mark and around that area, you will start to see some really good momentum building in the rest of the charts as well, including people taking profits in Bitcoin, a bit of resistance levels there going into some of these what they call altcoins, even though these are awesome gigantic projects and massive gems for the future, of course. We do need to just bear in mind that there's other players involved in this space that affect these charts. So yeah, definitely going to be some buying pressure, I believe, around that sort of 43 cent mark or just over. And we just need to ensure that we cover around that sort of hover around that 36 cent mark as a general support mechanism, so we can keep pushing this project forward, of course. So really key aspects there to consider. The RSI is looking healthy. We still got room for improvement in terms of growth. Absolutely, of course, still being cautious because we are in a mid-ground-ish. So there is still opportunity for some profits to be taken, and that's why I've drawn in these other orange lines, in the sense that we can have some sideways movements around this area or penetrating this particular purple area. But as long as we try and keep within this area here, we will be momenting very strongly and positively towards the end of September, in my opinion, to get across those new support levels, and then we can readjust the retracement level, because I do believe that we will start pushing more for that 50 cent, and eventually I'm sure around October, November we will be guarding that sort of 70 odd mark where we had the previous all-time high near 80 cents. So let's keep an eye on that. We'll update anything critical happening throughout the week as well, if anything happens, no problem. But we have had as well the switch over effect now, so it's been quite a couple of months, actually longer than I thought it would be, but we did have the narrowing starting at the beginning of September, which started the momentum upwards, as you can see here on the chart. So we have switched over into more of a bullish momentum, which is why I believe that we are going to strongly get that support mechanism. We could test this area again, by the way, at 36 cents, and that's always a healthy good thing. So don't be disheartened if we do bounce back off and then back up again to these levels. That's always a nice thing to see and get confirmed. But we could see the bullish momentum pick up as that line has transferred across now, and volumes have been kicking in dramatically. So do be cautious that we might have a bit of a sell-off in terms of profit because of these volumes going in. People anticipating the good trade points that we've just mentioned here. So you've got a multitude of different kind of traders, of course. You've got the dailies, the 4-hourlies, weeklies. You've also got people long-term, short-term. So there's loads of different variables to take into consideration. So you've got to try and think outside the box as to what their mentality might be. I never really go for rounded numbers, like 40 cent is of course a traditionally psychological barrier, but traders tend to make differences around before and after. So I'm really surprised actually to see no resistance really around this mark yet. And it's not the close of the day, of course, to see what actually occurs with this. We might have a tail off, but let's see, because if we do get towards that 43 cent mark, that is really, really good news for the asset. So that kind of wraps up everything on XLM. Good performance triggers on the right hand side here. 220% up year to date was fantastic. The weekly and monthly are really getting stronger and stronger as well. So good news for XLM holders. Let us know in the comments below if you're holding Stellar XLM and what you think the price will be in 2021. Moving on to XDC, one of our excellent other bags here. So we had this big progression with partnership announcements and things like that. We've had the profit taking. Hopefully that was the end of it. I do anticipate that we may have another bounce off potentially around this 12 area. I did have a marker down here which didn't go anywhere near it, and obviously it would have been fantastic from a buying opportunity, but I'm actually pleased in the sense of the project, because I do want this to obviously start accelerating and get just tick off 20 cents, guys, please, because we got so close on that 21st of August at 0.1952. Okay, so very much nearly there, but we are seeing this nice step ladder approach, bit of profit taking for people who missed out on this area, and we're starting to see the momentum going as well. So we did hit these 3 buy points on the way back down, which we're really pleased about, but of course now it's about getting these as new support lines. 14.45 is one of my key statistical areas on the chart to try and obtain some level of support mechanism before we can start pushing up, get confirmation 16, and then we can start attacking that 20 cent mark again. The only reason I'm saying about potential tail off on testing this area again is because we are still in a bearish momentum, albeit that it is slowly and surely narrowing. So it's really exciting times for XDC in terms of its tokenomics and what we might be seeing in the coming week or two. So do be patient with XDC. It's going to be an absolute powerhouse for the future. This year, of course, there's plenty of opportunity for profit taking, buying and selling opportunities along the way. The Zinfin project is unbelievable with R3 do check out our intro video to that if you haven't watched it already. I'll leave a link at the end of this video, do not worry. So I'm leaving this area in here just in case. You never know, there could be a big correction on Bitcoin if we hit big resistance levels in the near future, and it might create a catalyst effect to other crypto assets like this, where we might just get a very quick day turnaround of a big dump and then straight up again. So let's keep an eye on that. RSI is pretty much confirming what we're saying. It's very much in limbo mode at the moment. So just be cautious. We might see a bit more of this activity here in a step ladder and sideways support. But like I said, it's about this level here around the sort of 0.14 where we're going to start seeing a bit of a bounce effect to see, do we want to go up to the next one and test that at around 15, 16 cents? Or do we want to come back down here and test this level again? And who knows, the bears might pull back and go down to here as well. So keep this all in your mind when you are thinking about buying, selling, etc. Nothing's financial advice, it's just opinions and analysis on the chart, which is what this channel is about, of course, or partially certainly. But let us know if you're holding XDC. This is a big long-term bag for us, but like I said, there's plenty of opportunity like we've taken advantage of along the way for profit taking, buying, selling, etc. So there is a buying momentum coming into XDC at the moment, which is why I mentioned about the narrowing of MACD. So the volumes are starting to slowly trickle in. So it'll be interesting to see what marker we get for today and if we're going to push upwards or maintain the support here. So we'll do an update in a couple of days' time on XDC separately to the other two, because I always like to try and do that on some of these as well. But it's of course nice to group these three because they're quite similar in regards to their projects and their abilities and things like that. So, and it's cool to call them XXX crypto, right? So let's move on to the next one. That is XTC. Thank you XTC for showing up today. And also we've got here XRP Ripple. Awesome, unbelievable project. So exciting. Let's get this lawsuit done. It's so boring, isn't it? So I've got this level here. I put this level in purple here because I do believe not only is this potential resistance line just from historic data, but I also think that this could be a potential pullback buy opportunity if we have any corrections on XRP. I do think that we've ticked and signed off this area quite a bit now, certainly recently, as well as previously as well, which is why I'm going on historic data as well. So I'm just putting that marker in there for potential buy opportunity. I do think XRP is now swinging into a good bullish momentum. It's quite unbelievable, really, considering the SEC lawsuit. It's pulled away all the people that got scared a while back, and we're now with what I would argue people about to FOMO in probably as it starts stabilizing and increasing massively. But also the people that really truly believe in this project. It's definitely long term for us, of course. And again, similar to the others, of course, there's always opportunities for buying and selling along the way. Ripple XRP is not going anywhere. If anything, it's going to absolutely moon over the next 5-10 years for sure. And once this lawsuit is completed, whether it be this year, next week, next month, next year, whatever, it will absolutely fly probably within a 48-hour period. Over 1,000% is what I can envision. So do pay attention to news and rumors and things like this. Albeit take some of them with a pinch of salt, but be really clear on where the structure is of the lawsuit. Don't go into all these nonsense hype videos. I think we're going to have an announcement next week or this week. No, you're not lawyers, you're not experts. Let's just deal with facts here. If you want the facts, go on the SEC websites and the information pages there. You'll see where we are in the situation. Speak to professionals. Find professional advice. Say, look, what does this stage actually mean? And you'll find plenty of answers out there as well, just from nice lawyers and attorneys and things like that with genuine factual information. So don't wreck yourself by going all mental on hype videos, and that's certainly not something we do here. We want to keep it stable and keep everyone positive and healthy in this chart as well as others. So what can we tell from this? We've been waffling a bit. So yeah, as we said, I've put a potential buy order in here just in case, because I do think we're getting into the bullish momentum that we might start penetrating that sort of 144 mark soon, which is a key level of support / resistance. And we might see a correction from that as well, just from profit taking of this particular area from 30th of August and to today's date, and certainly in the next few days. From the 20th, 21st July, we've gone from 53 cents to nearly 140, which is absolutely phenomenal. And that's proven here. Monthly, 16% up. 3 monthly, 111% up. Irrespective of the lawsuit, that is incredible. 527% up year to date, incredible. And this is all, these two in particular, are entailing the big rise that we had and the correction. So imagine if we didn't have that correction, we're still stable. It'd be really good to see where that goes. And I think we'll start seeing reflection of that in the coming weeks, and certainly into October as well, for sure, for this project. So yeah, I do think 144 is definitely a key target. XRP looks like it wants to push that today. We'll see how this goes in the next 48 hours. I do anticipate we need to just really confirm these other levels of support at 134, 135. Potentially come back to retest those before we start pushing up even higher. But this is really good news. The MACD has switched over. The RSI is pushing upward mentality. So there's still room left in the tank, everyone, for this project in the short term, absolutely, as well as long term. Volumes are coming in green. Ideally, we want to see a bit more higher candles in the volume aspect to really push that 144 barrier and onwards. So let's see how this goes. It's really bullish momentum right now in the last 24 hours. Hopefully we'll keep that MACD momentum going and increase that gap to these kind of levels here, where this will indicate a good movement of wave in the positive MACD format to really emphasize pushing towards that 150 mark in the next week or two, hopefully. So let's see how it goes. Again, with the others, we will definitely update you as we go along. Sorry, it's been a bit of a long-winded one perhaps, but we covered the 3 projects, I think, in under 50 minutes. Was quite respectable, nearly enough, average 4 or 5 minutes on each one. Let us know if you're holding either of these 3 or all 3 or one or the other, whatever. Let us know what your price predictions are for each 3, and in the next video of each individual ones, we'll definitely go through some of those price predictions that you throw in the comments. And we do always respond to our comments as well. We love you guys. Thank you so much for all the subscribers out there. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you do. We are absolutely flying towards 1,000 now. I cannot believe it. I wasn't anticipating that at all so quickly. So maybe we're doing something right. And please let us know in the comments below if there's anything you want us to change or improve or add to the system, anything you want us to cover as well. Let us know. That's what we're here for. We're here to analyze with you guys, build the community, build the engagement, and just have a load of fun and make money along the way. That's what it's about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to wrap it up there, and we will see you and all these XXX cryptos on the moon. Bye bye.